Hey folks, welcome to another video of our weekly dividend payout. We're going to do week 14 and 15. For those who are new, my name is Alex. In this channel, I document my journey on building an income stream using high yield dividends and tracking the performance, doing some trades in the stock market, all sorts of good stuff. So glad you found this. Please subscribe to this channel for more content. Okay, folks, let's hop right into it. We're not going to make it long. This is not Cambodia. We don't have the time to waste everybody else's time. All right, stock market last week, Friday, it was closed due to Good Friday. And on Thursday, QQQ was down like 4%, which was not good because I was actually trading on it. So that was not cool at all. Now, this coming up week, there are rumors of potentially a little bit of an uptick, a little bit of a recovery that we might see in the market. So we'll see what happens there. We got some deals going on potentially with China, Japan, some other countries. So we'll see about that. I'll show you my portfolio, what I got going on. I'll share some mistakes I made last week. Okay, this is my portfolio for those who are new. As you can see, my largest position here is in QQQ. This is the NASDAQ 100. This is all on margin. I got $80,000 in here. This is what I do some of my day trading with. I'm trying to achieve some income supplemented by some of the trades. Now, the issue that happened last week is I was on vacation. I was not monitoring this stuff, and I kind of got wrecked a little bit. Now, I decided instead of taking a loss, hold on to the position, wait for a recovery, which I'm doing here. I'm not sure if that's smart or not, but that's what we got. Lesson learned, don't trade on vacation like my wife told me not to. Okay, so avoid looking at that. My next position is in XDTE. This is my largest position, about 25% of my account, and that is down 14.5%. I got SPY, QQI, XPay, JPQ, and all of these top 5 funds make up about 65% of my portfolio. Then we get into some Cambodian funds. We got a fund from Neos on Bitcoin, and we got QDTE, a 5% position there. Then we got Misty, Palantir, PLTY, NVIDIA, SMCY, and some very small positions and other funds that carry it over from my original $12,000 portfolio. So in total, we got $166,000. It's showing 10% down here because of the margin that I have on QQQ. It's probably more along the lines of 20-some% down. Okay, so that aside, let's talk about what kind of income we got. That's why you guys are here. We're going to go over week 14. Okay, so this was week 14, the week of the 6th of April. I got $330 from SMCY, which was really nice. I got $224 from XDTE, $70 from QDTE, a buck from RDTE, $343 from XPay, woohoo! $16 from YMAG, $24 from YMAX. I got $476 from MSTY, the true Cambodian fund right there. Okay, so total for that week was $1,487, which is phenomenal, right? We'll hop into next week, and this is the week of the 13th of April. I got nothing from my Cambodian funds, and then we got $244 from XDT, $50 from QDT, a buck from RDT, $15 from YMAG, $25 from YMAX, and that completes the week. So that was $337. Now, I got about a 1 month worth of dividend payouts. Okay, I got 4 weeks right here. This is since I've invested the additional $175,000 into my fund. So because of the huge hit we got by the announcement of tariffs, my account has dropped. Obviously, if you've been around and you know, everybody's been kind of bleeding. But we're holding on. We're not selling. We're going to make this work. So let's tally this up. Why am I using the calculator? No idea. We got $4,462 in 4 weeks. So on average, that comes out to $1,115 a week. If we multiply that by 52 weeks, that is what we are targeting for this year, $58,000 in dividend income from this portfolio. Now, this sounds amazing and almost sounds too good to be true. Now, some background for those of you who are new. I do mostly invest into real estate. I have just single family homes that I rent out to families, and that's been doing really well for me. What I did is I sold one of my rentals and I dumped the money into this to see if it can outperform rental income. So that's why we're tracking this. We're going to see what ends up at the end of the year. What is going to be our total balance? How much money we got to pocket? And is this feasible? And should I continue to sell off real estate in order to invest into this? That's the real question. Okay, so year to date, I received $5,419.99 with these dividends. Now, my portfolio is down $27,000. So in reality, I haven't really made money. I've actually lost money, but that is the risk we're taking. That's the experiment we're doing. And we're going to see if any of that's going to recover, what's going to happen end of the year, like I said. So that's going to be the experiment. Now, I do have drip off on all of my high yielders except CLM and CRF. So these two funds, they have a drip at the NAV. So I keep drip on these. The rest of them are going into my cash account. What I'm doing with this money is I'm paying off some debt, and that is the game. I'm not looking to reinvest a single dollar except from CLM and CRF. And I am attempting to do some day trading using QQQ. Now, last week, the lesson was we don't day trade on vacation. When we don't have the setup from home, when we don't have our monitors, we're not glued to our desk watching what's going on in the news, it's a great way to lose some money. So I decided to hold on. We'll see if it recovers. I really want this to bounce back and get out of this position in order to continue to skim the market. So what I'm looking for is using margin, because I have my core account into these high yield dividend ETFs. Now what Fidelity does, it gives me the same amount of money on margin that I could use to day trade with. So if I can enter a position and get, let's say, 0.25%, which could amount anywhere from, let's say, $500 to like $800 or something like that, and get out. If I can do that consistently, over the next 12 months or so, and actually make some real money from that, I think that would be a great way to have another income source. So I'm trying not to hold a position overnight. Unfortunately, I did end up holding it overnight. I did not want to take this big loss. So again, we're still learning. We're only a few weeks into this, but that's what's going on, folks. So I want to make this video pretty brief today, and everybody have a happy Easter. We'll see you next week. And that is, I think, the show for today. So if you haven't seen my other content, you can find it here. I have lots of great videos. Some of these are inside jokes. If you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. So like I said, I'm tracking weekly performance. I'm going over some of the funds, what I'm doing. So make sure you check these out. Please give me a like and subscribe. Really looking to grow this channel. Folks, that is it. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.